Did you know what happened to one-time U.S. President John F. Kennedy? Stay with me and listen. JFK Assassination, 1963. What we know and what we don't. November 22, 1963, Dallas, Texas. President John F. Kennedy arrived in Dallas as part of a political trip through Texas. The goal was simple: unite a divided Democratic Party ahead of the 1964 election. The motorcade entered Dealey Plaza just after noon. Kennedy rode in an open-top limousine with his wife Jacqueline, Texas Governor John Connally, and Connally's wife. Security was minimal by modern standards. The president was visible, smiling and waving to the crowd. At approximately 12:30 p.m., gunfire erupted. The shooting witnesses reported hearing 3 shots in quick succession. President Kennedy was struck in the upper back and then fatally wounded in the head. Governor Connally was also seriously injured but survived. The limousine sped to Parkland Memorial Hospital. At 1 p.m., John F. Kennedy was pronounced dead. He was 46 years old. The immediate investigation. Within an hour of the shooting, Dallas police focused on the Texas School Book Depository, a building overlooking Dealey Plaza. A rifle was discovered on the 6th floor. An employee of the building, Lee Harvey Oswald, was reported missing. About 90 minutes after the assassination, Oswald was arrested for the murder of Dallas police officer J.D. Tippit, who had been shot earlier that afternoon. Oswald was later charged with the assassination of President Kennedy. He denied the charges, stating, "I'm just a patsy." Lee Harvey Oswald. Oswald was 24 years old. A former U.S. Marine, he had previously defected to the Soviet Union before returning to the United States. Evidence presented by authorities included a Mannlicher Carcano rifle linked to Oswald fingerprints on boxes near the sniper's window. Witness testimony placing him on the 6th floor. 2 days later, on November 24, 1963, Oswald was being transferred from police custody. As television cameras broadcast live, he was shot by Jack Ruby, a Dallas nightclub owner. Oswald died later that day. There would be no trial. The Warren Commission in 1964. President Lyndon B. Johnson established the Warren Commission to investigate the assassination. After a 10-month investigation, the commission concluded Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. 3 shots were fired from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. No evidence of a conspiracy was found. The report became the official explanation. Questions and controversy. Almost immediately, critics challenged the findings. Some eyewitnesses claimed shots came from multiple directions. Others pointed to the grassy knoll, an area in front of the motorcade. The single bullet theory drew particular scrutiny. According to the commission, 1 bullet passed through Kennedy and then injured Governor Connally. Supporters say this explanation matches the evidence. Critics argue it strains credibility. Medical testimony also raised questions. Initial descriptions of Kennedy's wounds differed from later autopsy conclusions. The Zapruder film. One of the most important pieces of evidence was a home movie filmed by Abraham Zapruder. The Zapruder film captured the assassination in real time. Frame-by-frame analysis fueled debate, especially over Kennedy's head movement at the moment of the fatal shot. Experts disagree on what the film proves, but it remains central to the discussion. Later investigations. In 1979, the House Select Committee on Assassinations revisited the case. The committee concluded Kennedy was likely assassinated as a result of a conspiracy. Acoustic evidence suggested a possible second shooter. However, the reliability of that acoustic evidence has since been questioned. No individuals or groups were officially named. Documents and secrecy. Over the years, millions of pages of JFK-related documents have been released. Some remain classified or partially redacted, citing national security concerns. This continued secrecy has fueled public distrust and speculation. Public opinion. Polls consistently show that a majority of Americans believe more than one person was involved in Kennedy's assassination. Despite decades of investigations, the case remains deeply divided between official conclusions and public skepticism. Conclusion. What is certain is this: John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dealey Plaza on November 22, 1963. Lee Harvey Oswald fired shots that day, and before he could be tried, Oswald was killed. Whether he acted alone remains a matter of debate. More than 60 years later, the assassination of President Kennedy is not just a historical event. It is a symbol of unanswered questions, government transparency, and public trust. The facts are documented, the doubts remain, and the truth for many still feels incomplete.